we move on to react to AC Milan's penalty drama. So buckle up for this one. Very interesting thing. Didn't really get to cover it earlier on this week. This happened in Sunday, but I think it's something that I won't be doing justice if I didn't cover it. So basically, AC Milan taking on Fiorentina, and there was 2 penalty kicks Fiorentina won, and Christian Pulisic didn't take any of them despite being the designated penalty kick taker, and they went on to lose the game. So Fiorentina went up 1-0. First opportunity came with Theo Hernandez shortly before the half. Theo Hernandez, he is the captain at the club, which doesn't have anything to do with it, in the fact that that doesn't matter, who's the captain of the club, honestly. The penalty kick taker is the penalty kick taker, and that is Pulisic. But somehow Theo Hernandez was the one that ended up with the ball, and it's saved by De Gea, who saved both. In the second half, AC Milan got another opportunity, and this one was kind of incredible how this one played out. So the ball gets popped into the air, gets popped up in the air during the play that led to the penalty. And as the referee blows the whistle, you see Tomori jump up towards the ball and handing it to Tammy Abraham as if he's almost trying to make sure that Tammy Abraham is the one that takes that penalty. You see, we didn't see much from Pulisic reaction the first penalty kick incident, but this one you could see Pulisic trying to have a word. Obviously, Pulisic doesn't want to cause a scene or anything, but you could see Pulisic trying to have a word with Tammy Abraham, but Tammy Abraham ended up being the one who took it, and it got saved again. 2 saves, and AC Milan went on to equalize this in the 60th minute. Wonderful little half volley by Christian Pulisic. It was a sensational goal, I have to say. Sensational finish to make it a 1-1. Pulisic playing the best football of his career. What a player he is. He was able to equalize, make it 1-1. Fiorentina go on to win the game, actually. In the 72nd minute, they ended up winning the game with a winning goal from Gudmundsson, Albert Gudmundsson, and yeah, there was those shocking occurrences where with 2 times in a row, they overlooked the penalty kick taker, some of the players on the pitch, and selfish moments leads to them wanting to take penalties. And Paulo Fonseca, he came out afterwards was expressing his frustration and his anger. He said, "Our designated penalty taker is Pulisic. I don't know why the players changed their minds. I have spoken to them and told them that this can't happen again." That for me, that's unbelievable. Number one, it's a lack of respect for your manager and the decision he made. Also, it's a lack of respect for Christian Pulisic, who is the penalty kick taker and who is having undeniably, out of all the AC Milan players, he's had the best season up to this point. In fact, he's been almost their saving grace, or else they'll really, be down there in the league table. He's been such an important part of this team with 6 goals so far. Big goals as well, critical goals in critical moments. The goal he scored in the Milan derby, this goal today to equalize. He's just been a huge part for AC Milan this season, and he's built off of a pretty good season he had last season. And yeah, it's a disrespect to Christian Pulisic as well. I do wish Pulisic had a little bit more stubbornness in him, a little bit more of that. I don't know I'm trying to find the word that I can use on the show. a little, let's say, Mamba mentality in him, in which he, demands for the, especially like the first one. It's the captain that's wanting to take the penalty. Maybe Pulisic is just because that's someone, he's the captain. He's an experienced player at AC Milan. But the second one, especially seeing the first one being missed, if I'm Pulisic there, you have to go and almost almost demand for the ball, because at the end of the day, he is in the right. He is the designated penalty kick taker. So even if he's afraid about how it looks or blah blah blah, at the end of the day, he will be defended by the manager because he is the penalty kick taker. And where's the other leaders in that team? In that second occurrence, Theo Hernandez, why is he not stepping up? Even though he was part of the mishap in the first occurrence, he's the one that took the first penalty. Why is he not stepping in and getting the ball? Where's the leaders? Where's the leaders on the pitch? Alvaro Morata, I know this. He's just getting to AC Milan, but he's a 31-year-old, and I'm sure he knows who's the designated penalty kick taker. Where's the leadership? Tomori, he's one of these guys that have been at this club for a while now. So he has a good position in terms of the leadership of AC Milan. Not only did he not step in and be a leader in that situation, but he added fuel to the fire. He was the one that, in my opinion, he's just as involved in Tammy Abraham as he's the one jumping up in the air like a little kid at a candy shop, handing the ball off to Tammy Abraham. And I think he's just as culpable as Theo Hernandez and Tammy Abraham in this situation. Absolutely. With the way it played out, absolutely. And if I am Paulo Fonseca, I'm taking serious action. Serious action. Theo Hernandez, outstrip him. He's a captain. Depending on the situation, obviously. Because the Theo Hernandez one is a little bit unknown. Maybe he had the backing to take that penalty because, I don't know. Who knows? But if he did or didn't, if he didn't, and it was, he just wanted to take the penalty and it was a selfish moment, that's something you got to strip the captaincy away from him, because that's not a leader right there. And I think he should be omitted from the squad in the next game. By the way, Tammy Abraham, him at the same time, omitted from the squad from the next game. That cannot happen. By the way, this is a Tammy Abraham that is playing his first season at AC Milan. Pulisic has been here for 2 seasons now, so it's not like Abraham has a seniority over him. Tammy Abraham is playing his first season at AC Milan. He hasn't been quite frankly, he hasn't played that well for AC Milan as well. So far this season. Where did he get the guile to do something like that? He needs to be out of the squad for the next game. And Tomori, I'm stuck on this one. I think Tomori is almost even more responsible than Abraham and Hernandez, because him being sort of the neutral presence there, going up and almost backing. I don't know if they have some sort of friendship. They're both English. They both played for Chelsea together back in the Lampard days. And you can't remove Hernandez and Abraham for one game and give Tomori more than one. I think that's a little not proper management. But I firmly believe Tomori is more responsible, and it's horrible what he did. Really, it's unacceptable, and I believe he definitely should not be in the squad for the next game. Because Paulo Fonseca, he cannot lose this team. He has to understand. He has to install discipline, and he has to have the authority, because the players, they don't respect his authority. So consequences need to come so that they can respect the authority of the manager, because this is a manager that right now, what we saw one time is one thing. 2 times overseeing the penalty kick taker, ignoring the designated penalty kick taker, is disrespectful, and it's a lack of authority from the manager. It's a lack of authority from the manager, and the players have to suffer the consequences for it, so he can gain some of that authority back, and it can be a lesson to the rest of the players that witness this, that I am the manager, I am the boss, I am the one with full authority and autonomy from the football club. Everything comes with me, goes through me. So I think that's can be a huge thing for Paulo Fonseca to manage going forward, because this sort of situations cannot happen. They cannot happen.